Adventure is worthwhile in itself. I want to do it because I want to do it. Women must try to do things as men have tried. When they fail, their failure must be but a challenge to others. Never interrupt someone doing something you said couldn't be done. Everyone has oceans to fly if they have the art to do it. Is it reckless? Maybe. But what do dreams know of boundaries? The most difficult thing is the decision to act, the rest is merely tenacity. The fears are paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life, and the process is its own reward. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The most effective way to do it is to do it. Being alone is scary, but not as scary as feeling alone in a relationship. No kind action ever stops with itself. One kind action leads to another. Good example is followed. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. The greatest work that kindness does to others is that it makes them kind themselves. Experiment. Meet new people. That's better than any college education. By adventuring about, you become accustomed to the unexpected. The unexpected then becomes what it really is, the inevitable. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The soul that knows it not, knows no release. From little things. Knows not the livid loneliness of fear. Nor mountain heights where bitter joy can hear the sound of wings. Some of us have great runways already built for us. If you have one, take off. But if you don't have one, realize it is your responsibility to grab a shovel and build one for yourself and for those who will follow after you. A single act of kindness throws out roots in all directions, and the roots spring up and make new trees. Decide whether or not the goal is worth the risks involved. If it is, stop worrying. I did for the fun of it. Amelia Earhart, 20 hours, 40 minutes, our flight in the friendship. Never do things others can do and will do, if there are things others cannot do or will not do. Adventure is worthwhile. You haven't seen a tree until you've seen its shadow from the sky. The best way to do it is to do it. Don't criticize someone doing something you said couldn't be done. Flying might not be all plain sailing, but the fun of it is worth the price. The stars seem near enough to touch, and never before have I seen so many. I always believed the lure of flying is the lure of beauty, but I was sure of it that night. Better do a good deed near at home than go far away to burn incense. Please know that I am aware of the hazards. I want to do it because I want to do it. Women must try to do things as men have tried. When they fail, their failure must be a challenge to others. The more one does, the more one can do. As soon as we left the ground, I knew I had to fly. Now and then women should do for themselves what men have already done, occasionally what men have not done, thereby establishing themselves as persons, and perhaps encouraging other women toward greater independence of thought and action. Courage is the price that life exacts for granting peace. The soul that knows it not, knows no release from little things, knows not the livid loneliness of fear, nor mountain heights where bitter joy can hear the sound of wings. How can life grant us boon of living, compensate for dull gray ugliness and pregnant hate, unless we dare the soul's dominion? Each time we make a choice, we pay with courage to behold the restless day and count it fair. Women, like men, should try to do the impossible, and when they fail, their failure should be a challenge to others. Life is worthwhile in itself.